On the 5th of August, Burkina Faso celebrated its Independence Day. This Francophone nation is in West Africa and was previously known as Upper Volta. The name change happened in 1984 to Burkina Faso, which means land of honest men or upright people, by the then president and Pan-African icon Thomas Sankara. President Sankara, who came into power in a coup in 1983, was killed by a commando on October 15, 1987, at the age of 37. It was announced earlier this month that his assassination, as well as 12 others, will go to trial on Monday, the 11th of October. Yam Daabo, or The Choice, is a Burkinabe film by the late Idrissa Ouédraogo, and this was his first feature film that brought him acclaim at the Cannes Film Festival. Interesting fact, Ouédraogo also directed Kini and Adams, which stars Vusi Kunene, Ntati Mushesh, John Kani, and David Mhloki. The film was shot in Zimbabwe, and it's about two friends who dream of a better life far from their village, and they decide to leave and make their dreams come true. To leave, they attempt to repair an old car and second-hand spare parts, but their family and friends make fun of them. Little by little, their impetus dies down, and so does their friendship. Okay, let's get into Yam Daabo. Poverty and misery are rife in Gourga, a village in the Sahel. The inhabitants must choose: stay away, stay and await international assistance, or leave for more fertile regions in the country. Salam, a peasant, and his family opt for the second solution despite the sacrifices that this entails. They begin a new life and they discover what hunger made them forget: love, joy, hate, and violence. This film is about making choices, the importance of making good choices, how some choices are hard to make, how you need to sacrifice, take calculated risks, and learn to live with regrets. Actually, no, I take that back. Don't learn to live with regrets, learn to pivot. Learn to change your mind. It's allowed when you have new information. Every day you have to wake up and fight. You have to fight. You have to choose between life and death, stagnation and growth, war and peace. There are choices we make that aren't clear until the end. Other choices feel like swallowing itimjan. You know it's good for you. You know the choices are good for you, but they don't feel good in that moment. Making choices is freeing yourself from judgment and giving yourself the room to change the direction of your life at any point that you choose. This is all that life is, a series of choices. The power in decision making is life-changing, and we do it all the time, whether we are conscious of it or not. Every single decision we make in our day shapes our current reality and our future. It shapes who we are as a person because we habitually follow through with the decisions we make without even realizing it. Yam Daabo is just a visualization of the maxim that at the end of the day, you truly are in charge of your life and what becomes of it. Salam, being the head of the family, the protector, the provider, made a choice for his family to relocate, to move to greener pastures. They did not water the grass, they went to where the grass was greener, and it was the best decision for them. Yes, along the way they suffered a tragedy, but he made the decision for them to keep moving. His daughter Binto had to make a choice between two men, Issa and Tiga. The choice really was easy to make because Tiga was a predator. He was an entitled dusty with no plan for the future. Tiga has the same qualities as the men that ask you, what do you bring to the table, when they are the ones that came to you, when they are the ones that were attracted by you, when they are the ones that approached you, and they are the ones that want you. Tiga was a coward who ran and hid from men. He only had energy to confront women. Tiga was that man who ran around demanding respect when he could not protect, provide, or make any sound choices for his family. Basically, what I'm trying to say is that Tiga exhibited the traits of the type of man that would expect you to begazela with him. Actually, to begazela for him. Even if he didn't attack Binto, he was not a contributing member of that society. He was not a positive influence in that society. His presence wasn't positive at all. So Binto would have lost in the end. Her choosing Issa was the best choice. The thing about movies and why I sometimes use it as an escape is because you get to see in real time how people's choices affect their lives and the direction of their life. Off screen, it's completely different. Off screen, there are times where you sit and you wonder if what you did was really the best thing for you to do. There are times where you sit and you try to figure out if you did not just screw yourself over. And when things don't happen the way that you thought they would happen, that's when the regret starts setting in. And we have a tendency to want to run back to our comfort zone, to somewhere that's safe, to somewhere that's familiar, to something that we know, because things didn't work out the way that we thought they would. Salam lost his son on their journey to greener pastures, but they didn't turn around. They didn't stay. They mourned him and they kept moving. There's a decision that I made this year that still, to this day, in the middle of August, I'm still not 100% resolved in. I don't regret making that decision. I am not seeing the fruits of that decision just yet. And there are days when I feel like pulling my hair out of my scalp. There are days where I feel like I should turn around. I should pivot back. I should maybe try and salvage whatever it is that might be left and then start again. But I know I won't be happy. I know I won't be content. I know I'm always going to be sitting there wondering because where I am now, I'm taking a chance. And yes, it is. It's hard to say I keep, but I'd rather be here than sitting and waiting for help. Thank you for making it to the end of the video. Bye-bye.